The good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense set on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
On second down, just keeps firing. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Preston relying on that running game as they threaten to pick up a 4 down to the 13. Brings up second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's Preston. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On the move. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. 4th down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. Timeout, Tulane. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking for room at the 25. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
That's an awesome-looking carry, and you know when you're playing Navy, you better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option, whether it's conventional, you better practice being in your gap, everybody being sound, and getting your eyes on the football. There are 3 certainties in life, guys. You're going to die, you're going to pay your taxes, and Navy is going to tote the rock.
They'll run the option. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Preston. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away from the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. He's looking to throw it. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
He's looking for a man on second down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. Brings up third down. That's the end of the first.
Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sip.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Second down coming up.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Third down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Give to the big fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
1st and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Georgia State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out.
All kinds of running room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Unloads quickly. At the 35, he's loose. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. This is a designed run. Running with power.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11 on 11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Now on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make...
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it. Now, they can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Navy will go back on the attack. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right, and you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand, that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. Looking for his man in the middle. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Got out of trouble and throws. Grabbed near the marker. It's Hutchinson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Line getting set on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quick completion on the out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
One more snap coming before halftime. He wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Navy offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
On the option. He'll toss it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. On the option. Inside the 45. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And this defense knew coming into the game with this quarterback's speed, David, they were going to have to be ready for him to tuck the ball and take off running.
But it doesn't matter. You know it, but he's so fast. You don't know about the angles, and you can't tell how fast till you get in the game. And he just takes off and makes big plays with his feet.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finds his man. It's Evans. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Morton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. They want to run this quarterback. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He's got him, and they convert. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
From the gun. Looking for the score. Touchdown, midshipman. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses to 40. Afterburner's coming. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Grabbed behind the line. It's Preston. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run in the red zone. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Two of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Fires the pass, intercepted. The 50. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Navy! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese.
Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Looking for space. It's Preston. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
They'll line up for a second down play. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Here comes the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Navy will have to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out.
He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Now, I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. He'll try to get it through the air. Swings it out to the flat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away.
Number 17, on to kick it away.
Here's the punt, and that is a major league pop-up. That thing's going to bring rain. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap.